last late night game, but yeah, not the last day game during the week for the Mets, but the West Coast trips are done. So today's a big day because tiebreakers, you never know. So you want to make sure you keep this series close. The Mets do have 3 more with the Padres later at home. But let's come in, see if anybody's here. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of people here already. Frank's here saying greetings to PAS. What's up, Frank? George is here as well. John, thank you for your great calls and shows. Much appreciated, LFGM. Thank you for always being here. Really appreciate that. Yeah. And Frank's right. Got to get this one. So we'll keep an eye on the trade tracker. I do have the trade tracker up as well. Where's my cell phone? I got notifications on. So let's see. Let's take a look at some of the other games going on right now. The Braves and Royals, no score, bottom 7 there. Cubs have an 8-3 lead over the Brewers. That game in the 6th. Phillies and White Sox were supposed to start at 2 o'clock. That game in a rain delay. Astros have a 6-1 lead over the Nats. Giants and Pirates, no score. Mets and Padres getting underway here. Rockies and Guardians at 6:40. Rays and Yankees at 7. Dodgers and Reds at 7:10. Marlins and Cardinals at 7:45. Rangers and Angels at 9:40. Mariners and A's at 10:05. Finals, the Blue Jays beat the Orioles 9-8. The Tigers beat the Diamondbacks 7-2. And the Red Sox beat the Twins 13-1. Jake is back saying, hey y'all, hoping the Mets don't get swept. Hi everybody. What's up, Ronnie? Respect Mr. John is on the ball. Been a couple days. How's everyone doing? Mets fan 1 over on the playback side. What's up? Darren over on the playback side. What's up? Welcome in. Gave you a like, Ronnie says. Thank you. Gina says, greetings, Mr. and Mrs. PAS. Thank you as always. You are welcome. I will let Mrs. PAS know that you said hello when she gets home. Yeah, Jays finally beat the fellow birds, Orioles 9-8. Now come on, my National League club Padres. Hammers here. Finally, I get my wish, and Vientos is hitting in the 2-hole. Unfortunately, they'll probably pitch around him because Lindor can't hit his weight anymore, right? Raymond's here saying afternoon, John and all. Let's go Mets. My girlfriend told me the worst thing to do is put ad blocker on. Any truth to that? Yes. As a YouTube content creator, I cannot have an ad blocker on my thing, or they won't monetize my channel. And yes, if you guys have ad blockers on, I understand you don't want to see ads during a stream, but that's how we make a little bit of money here to help, support what we're doing. Eventually we'll go to some upgrades. Definitely saving for a nice computer right now, so. Yes, ad blocker. Why? I understand. Getting ads while you're watching a YouTube video is annoying. Frank says I'll cook her dinner. Thanks, Mr. John. Celia's here saying, hey guys, hopefully the Mets get this one. I saw Soto wasn't in the lineup. Is he good? Yeah, just x-rays were negative. Just a bruise. So give him a day off here. Probably be able to pinch it if needed. And a day off tomorrow before the Mets are home. Yes, Brody's chat was legit. But YouTube takes a massive cut of that, so I do not get that whole thing. I mean, I still get a great chunk of that. Just YouTube does take their cut. Philip Bishop's here saying feeling good about the Mets today. Yep, I just said it. Yep, it's just a bruise. Available to pinch hit today, but not in the starting lineup. Give him a couple days off for that bruise. Darren says, come on, Padres, lose this game. SNY goes to commercial again here. It's Gelbs and Zeal in the booth today. They should have called me. I'd have flown out to San Diego to cover the game. So welcome in everybody once again. Man, already 2 new subs. Let's go. So let's get into today's lineups. For the Mets, Nimmo will lead off. Vientos will DH and bat second. Lindor third. And like Hammer said, Hammer's been asking for Vientos to move to the 2 spot. So he's there today with Lindor third, Alonso fourth, McNeil fifth, Alvarez sixth, Mauricio seventh, Beatty eighth, and Taylor will bat ninth. Darren says the Phillies lose today also. Yeah, if the Mets take care of business, I'm really not too concerned about the Phillies yet. No, Frank. We did not. 12, Frank. We had 12 last night. 12 was our official number. I'm calling it now. Vientos monster game. He said my apologies. No need to apologize. Hey, Giants fan is here. What's up, Linda? Thank you so much for stopping in. Like number 15. Let's go. Smash them thumbs up early. Oh, Gary is there. Gary is there, so I don't know what the deal was there. Frank saying 22 subs today. Thank you, Frank. Hey, DJ Jimmy is here saying let's go Mets. At least get 1 win. Okay, I forgot to turn that. I didn't turn it on yesterday to try to prove a point, so we'll turn it back on today. DJ Jimmy says, I'm at work. Just wanted to say hi. Oh, we hope so. Uh-oh, my boss checking in on me. Don't tell him I'm not at work. The first pitch to Nimmo. In for a strike, 0-1. Darvish on the mound. He's 0-3 in 4 starts with a 9.18 ERA. 16 2/3 innings. He's given up 2 homers. And only averaging 4 1/3 innings per start. Down low, 1-1. They check down at third, no swing. Good afternoon, everyone. Roberts here. Ken Rosenthal said we got Tyler Rogers from the Giants. Yo, PAS, what up, Bam? Swung on a missed 1 and 2. Hammer says, why is Gary there? I thought I traded him. Sean M is here saying, good afternoon, Mr. John. Gina and others, Mets need better pitchers. Less questionable calling pitches for strikes. Yeah, Jimmy. Just a bruise available to pinch hit today. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. 1 away. Yeah, Ken. Yeah, Mets acquiring Tyler Rogers from the Giants. Let's go. So what do you think? Man, are we going to get another bullpen piece, or is that it for the bullpen? Now maybe go after a center fielder and another starter. First pitch is outside to Vientos. The Padre defense, it'll be Machado at third, Iglesias at short, Cronenworth at second, Arise at first, Maldonado doing the catching, Sheets in left, Merrill in center, and Tatis in right. O-Town's here saying Mets will win. Let's go Mets. Nimmo's going yard today, says Hammer. Yeah, left GM. Outside, 3-0. Yep, you're welcome, Jimmy. The 3-0. Darvish steals. In for a strike, 3-1. Yep, Rogers to the Mets. Yep. Tyler. Yeah, Taylor Rogers got traded to who? Pittsburgh? I'm good. If the Mets can get a win today and add some quality pieces to their team here. I don't know. It didn't say yet. I guess I'm still timed out. No, you're not timed out. You're here. The 3-1. Swung on a miss, 3-2. Let's see if Ken Rosenthal said anything. You need a hand? And that's a base hit up the middle for Vientos. Imagine you all get the other one. Do you prefer Mullins or Robert? I prefer Robert, personally. I like his home run potential more. Where if you're getting Mullins, you're getting him for stolen base. I think defensively they're about the same. Frank's smoking. Here's Lindor. So top of the first, we get a trade. Let's get a Met trade every inning. And fouled off 0-1. Stop worrying about what somebody's ERA was with another team, please. Outside, 1-1. He's now with Met. Worry about what he does for the Mets. Ground ball rate is 64.4. Swung on a miss, 1-2. Raymond says, let's go, Lindor. The 1-2. And popped it up. On the infield. Machado will make the catch. 2 away. Coach Duran. All right, Hammer. Already agitating me. Take a little bit of a break, dude. Yep, Lindor and Alonso and Nimmo. I mean, the top 4 in the lineup have been horrendous on this road trip, at least. The outside, 1-1. 0 for his last 14. 5 for his last 57. And that one lined the first, caught by a rise. That'll end the inning. We go bottom 1, no score. Clay Holmes will be the pitcher for the Mets. The lineup for the Padres today, it'll be Tatis leading off, Ariz will bat second, Machado third, Jackson Merrill fourth, Xander Bogaerts will DH and bat fifth, Cronenworth sixth, Iglesias seventh, Sheets eighth, and Maldonado ninth. Passon just tweeted it out as well. He's late. Let's see if it says what they gave up. Be happy if the new player is producing for the Mets. Yep. District Nation is here. What's up? Light number 26. Good luck to the Mets in getaway game. In my opinion, great move for y'all. He's better than Brazo. D is here. What's up, D? I saw D over in Rob's chat. Rob was doing a great job. Rob was supposed to be doing Mets pregame, and it turned into hot stove. The polar bear needs to get back up north. The top 4 have been slacking. I agree with you, Mr. John. Will this be another playoff atmosphere game? I hope so. Outside, 1-0. The Met defense, it's Mauricio at third, Lindor at short, Beatty at second, Alonso at first, Alvarez behind the dish, Nimmo in left, Taylor in center, and McNeil in right. Chopper foul, 1-1. Frank said he painted an entire house today. Both sides. Ground ball to Lindor. Over to first, 1 away. Oh, Passon tweeting again here. Well, for somebody who came in and complained about a 4 ERA. Here we go. Tyler Rogers is really good. Submariner who doesn't throw hard but just gets outs. He has a 1.80 ERA this season and 2.74 over the last 5 years. Learn what you're talking about before you post stats and complain about a trade, please. Let's go, Holmes. All sides and window trim. Very nice. Outside corner, 1-1. The 1-1. And that one blooped out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. McNeil cuts it off. Oh, Taylor, excuse me. It keeps it to a single. Seaweed, I love the Rogers move. I don't know what we gave up yet. Does anybody know what we gave up? Yes, we know. We're looking to see what we gave up. And that one dumped in the center again. Taylor comes up. And the runner stops at second. First and second here with one out. I need to know what we gave up. What were the odds of two Twins being traded today before the Twins made any trades? Beatty's only play is at first. 2 away, but the runners move up to second and third. We have Drew Gilbert and Blade Tidwell. Gave up. No, we didn't give up both of those guys, did we? I don't like that deal if that's what we gave up for Rogers. Wow, the Mets overpaid, man. That's way too much. Inside, 2-0. I don't like that at all. No, Vientos is still in the game. If the Mets were to trade him, they'd get him out of the lineup. 3-1 to count here. We gave way too much. Robbed on the trade, agreed. Doyle White, welcome in. Up and in, ball 4, that'll load the bases. Yeah, it's 3 pieces. Way too much. And if all they're getting back is Rogers, that's horrendous. I still like getting Rogers, but not at that price. Blade Tidwell, Drew Gilbert, and a third player. In for a strike, 0-1. Darren. There's already 2 out, Raymond. DO1. Swung on a mass toe and 2. No, it'll be another low-level prospect. Jose Buto Blade. Wow. You know, the Mets must have other moves in the works. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. That'll end the first. No score. Man, the Mets gave up a lot. Giving up Gilbert in that deal. That's the part I don't like. But Jesus Laura is here saying hi. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm back. Let's go, Padres. Wow, that's that's a lot. This guy better win us a World. Hey, if the Mets win a World Series this year, are we really going to care? Jose Buto is the third player. Athena's back saying hi on. Let's go Mets. What's up, John Boy? Yep. Guys, if you're going to be in the live chat, I don't need you all reporting the same thing. There's 3 people that have told me it's Jose Buto now. Yeah, that's what Gary just said. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. The 2-0. And that one hit out to center. Merrill's there, the left fielder. Or Sheets, excuse me, went away. Neymar is here saying, let's go Mets. In for a strike, 0-1. Zeal and Gary agree with all of us. Too much to give up for a rental relief pitcher. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Yeah, Caps, you're not going to like the package they gave up. Outside, 1-2. Swung on a miss. This guy comes in the game with a 9 ERA, and the Mets are swinging at sliders 3 feet outside. No, you don't want to know. Mets doing anything to upgrade the relief corps. In for a Strico and one to Mauricio. Buto, the Mets gave up Buto, Tidwell, and Drew Gilbert. Popped foul. It'll go out of play, 0-2. Who's not fully healthy? Padres 11. Oh, Darvish, yeah. Yep. DO2. Outside, 1-2. Ham, I don't know. I'm the play-by-play guy, remember? You got to go to Wardy, CP, or Rob for all the other information. The 1-2. Swung on a missed. We go bottom 2, still scoreless. Let's see here. Let me just read some of the comments I'm seeing. Buto stinks. I agree. I'm not a big fan of Buto. Gilbert's the problem with me. Gilbert's the problem for me. But they say Gilbert was never going to play anyways because of Bengi. And Tidwell sucks too. And in return, we added a demon to the bullpen. I wonder, that's got to be, I wonder if that's another part of the deal. I wonder if the Mets agreed to a new deal with Rodgers as well. Maybe the Mets front office is all in this year. If that's the case, I can see it. They gave up all that for a rental. Unless... No idea. I don't follow the Dodgers. Frank says tap that like plus subscribe button. And a chopper to third. Mauricio's got it. One away. Up high. 1-1. So let's get back to the game here. No, trade not official yet, so. The 1-1. Up high, 2-1. It's got to suck. I understand Buto being a little upset right now, a little maybe pissed off. But inside, 3-2. Swung on a miss. That would have been ball 4, 2 away. Some front offices are busy now. Others are not in it to win it. Lollygagging. Well, I'm sure the front offices are all hard at work. The front offices have nothing to do with the game. Arthur says, "Hey John, it's a good 2-for-1 deal. We had to pay them to take Buto." Outside 1-1. I mean, guys, don't get me wrong. I like the player. I was a big fan of Gilbert, so. The 1-1. And a ground ball that's short. Past the diving Lindor. Lindor slow to get up. Back to the top of the lineup with Tatis. Grounded out to short. Yeah, exactly. Me too, Ham. Up and in. I would have given up another prospect too, but not Gilbert. I liked him. But forgive me for pronunciation. Bengi. They said Gilbert wasn't going to play with him in the system. So, yo, Snowman Multimedia checking in. What's up, brother? Great to see you guys. Make sure you check out Snowman Multimedia. Does a great job of calling play-by-play during WNBA games. Mixes in a lot of Houston Astro games as well. Chopped foul, 2-1. Doyle White is here saying, "Let's go, Mets. Don't burn my money." The 2-1. Up. Oh! Did it hit him? Oh, it hit him. So Holmes, after getting 2 outs here and a chance to get out of this inning at like 25 pitches, now up over 30 pitches with runners on first and second. We're checking out Tatis's hand. That'll bring up a rise. So things just got difficult here. They're in extra innings. The Braves and Royals, no score. Cubs up 10-3 over the Brewers. Phillies and White Sox still have not started. They were supposed to start at 2 o'clock today. Astros with 9-1 lead over the Nats. Pirates and Giants, no score in the 4th. The Blue Jays beat the O's. Tigers beat the D-backs. And the Red Sox beat the Twins. The 2-out Kryptonite, focus up. Get this guy, Holmes. Yeah, hopefully he's okay, yeah. Send him to DJ Jimmy for medical assistance. Take some x-rays for him there, Jimmy. Charles Adderley is here. What is up, Charles? Charles checking in from the future headquarters of the PAS network. Down low, 1-0. Charles saying to smash them free subs and hit that like button. The rides always scares me. Me too. The 1-0. Down low, and it gets away. Runners do not advance. The 2-0. Holmes up to 30 inside, 3-0. Jimmy. The 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. This is another reason why I don't listen to what the reports say. Because Rogers' name was never mentioned with the Mets. Correct. The 3-1. In for a strike, 3-2. Three and two the count. Maldonado on second. Tatis at first. Holmes will wind and deal. Pie ball 4. Once again, Holmes gets the first 2 out and loads the bases. Yeah, exactly, Capped. Just look at the offseason. The Mets were linked to all these players, and none of them are Mets. I mean, Hefner's got to be a little bit more agitated here with Holmes out there talking to him. Like, listen, dude, we need you to start going 5 or 6 innings. We need you to start going 6 innings in a game, or you're going back to the bullpen. That'll bring up Machado. Yeah, not ideal with the top of the Padres lineup. You're welcome to join in the chat at any time. Express yourself respectively. Might be times for Holmes to hit the bullpen. He's never pitched this many innings. Agreed. Yeah, Jimmy says it too. Makes you wonder if the Mets will find a starter and put Holmes in the bullpen. Sweeper's in for a strike, 0-1 to Machado. Is this the first year Holmes is starting? I mean, he started his career as a starter, and that's drilled down the left field corner. That'll score 2. All with 2 outs. He got the first 2 batters out and can't get out of the inning. Bases loaded for both innings. This time they score. Up high, 1-0. Up to 40 pitches here. Yeah, video game stats, right? Almost batting 600. Outside, 2-0. Ooh, called a strike, 1-1. Another long bullpen day. Yep. And they're even more short now with Buto being gone. Fouled off, 1-2. Pickoff throw, not in time. Can't have a short leash, Frank. Our bullpen is completely wasted right now. If this turns into a bullpen game, San Diego scoring 15 runs today. Machado steals second. I already had him at second. The 2-2. And that one lifted out to left. Taylor on the run will make the catch. That'll retire the side, but the Padres score 2. We go to the third. 8-9-1 coming up for the Mets. Damage could have been a lot worse, though. Yep, agreed. So let's see what the Mets can do to respond here. Going up against pitcher Darvish, that came into today with a 9 ERA. Bud saying, come on, Mets, we got to get those runs back. The Royals just beat the Braves 1-0. That game now over. The Cubs up 10-3 over the Brewers. Phillies and White Sox still in a rain delay. Top of the ninth there in Houston. Astros up 9-1. Giants up 1-0 over the Pirates. And all other games later on. Wow, I don't know, guys. 2-0 the count here to Beatty. Let's get something going here, Mets. Come on, Mets, let's go. And fouled off down the left side. Nice new graphics. Well, you need to be around more often, dude. In my opinion, call up Sproat or McLean and move Clay to the pen. That's not going to get it done. We need that one lifted out to left in foul territory. 2-2. That's not going to get it done. That would not put the Mets as one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the National League for the World Series. It's time for Beatty to spark this offense. The 2-2. And a chopper to first. Arise will flip to Darvish, 1 away. Sometimes he's grouchy when the Mets are losing. No. I'm grouchy all the time. Can't score with a guy with a 9 ERA, right? Winning just makes me less grouchy. How about that? In for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Taylor bloops one out to right. Conan, I mean, come on. This team, this Met team can't buy a base hit, man. Unbelievable diving catch by Cronenworth in right field. I mean, come on. Our pitchers are giving out runs with 2 outs and nobody on, and we can't get a little bloop base hit. We never beat Hugh. Yeah, he has our number. Oh, Darvish. That's a pitch clock violation. 1-0 here to Nimmo. Yikes, that was got a spike cord or something there. In for a strike, 1-1. Guidelines for chatting: absolutely no exceptions, no spoilers, no spamming, no trolling, no religious talk, no political talk, no self-promotion or posting of links unless approved by the host. The 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. And foul tipped, held on by the catcher. And Nimmo is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Honestly, if this team's going to play like this, do we want to make the playoffs? Honestly? If your starting pitcher in the playoffs can't go more than 5 innings, you're not winning anyway. Yeah, it is a relief that the Tsunamis weren't bad, yeah. Nimmo needs to get out of the leadoff spot. Yep. They desperately need another bat. We're going bottom 3, 2-0 Padres. We need a bat or two. Well, what are you doing here? I would say center field. I mean, if Duran's out of the picture with Boston, I personally would want Robert. But then where, third? You going to get both Robert and Suarez? Yeah, Waller. This team's record and their player are completely opposite, right? Like the way this team plays, they should not be 16 games above 500. Oh, Jose Buto giving hugs from his teammates in the clubhouse is now official. Down low, 1-1. Common man. Darvish is bad right now. We got to win this game. So are you trading Mauricio? No, I would trade Vientos. Ham says, I thought we were actually going to do well against Darvish. Me too. The guys that are on the team now, in a ground ball to short, Lindor's got it. One away. I'm not trading Beatty or Mauricio. But I would trade Vientos and Acuna. One out here for Cronenworth. He struck out his first time. And a ground ball to second. Nice play by Beatty. 2 away. Hey, John, so I was wrong on the Darvish perfect game. Yeah, but you're right. I mean, he's pitching a shutout right now. 2 out and nobody on. But we had that last inning, too. And they got the 2 runs. DJ Jimmy says one more quick out would be nice. Agreed. Inside 1-0. He's at 50 pitches here. Holmes is. Oh, did he hit him? No, 2-0. Jose Iglesias is over 1 with a ground out to third his first time. In for a strike, 2-1. So if you're just joining us, the Mets do add another bullpen piece with getting Rogers. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Yeah, just a rest day for Soto. Negative, yeah, x-rays were negative. He is available to pinch hit. But just give him the day off. The 2-2. Let's hit the short. Lindor's on it. Nice scoop by Pete. What? Did Pete drop that ball? Must have. It's going to be an E5. E3. I guess. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. How is that an E6? I'm calling it an E3. No, because the ball was in the dirt. That's why. Dio won the sheets. Swung on a mass 0-2. Yeah, I saw that ham on the replay. No, Jonathan, I don't know. I called it an E3 as well. But when the ball bounces in the dirt like that, they always give it to the shortstop. DO2. Pop foul, we'll do it again. So it's an error either way. It's just who they give it to. So Holmes almost up to 60 pitches here in the third inning. I mean, come on. And Sheets absolutely crushes one to right center field. And that ball's out of here. It's 4-0. Back-to-back innings where the first two batters are out. And the Padres put up a 2-spot. I'm not even blaming Holmes for this. Our offense is trash anyway. That error just came back to bite. Yes, it did. At least Lindor makes better throws than Volpe. Swung on a mass 0-2. What do you mean? You Darvish absolutely owns us. What are you talking about, Ham? Look at Darvish's numbers versus the Mets. Stop comparing his numbers on the season to what he does against certain teams. And that's going to be blooped in. Yeah, it'll drop in for a base hit. Back to the top of the lineup here. I mean, come on. The Clay Holmes project is over. Move him to the bullpen and go get me a starter, please. Jonathan agrees. I don't get it, John. San Diego mystery. Yes, the experiment is over with Holmes. Pan and get a reliable starter. Can't get a clean inning. Nope. Back-to-back innings where the first two got out. Outside 1-0. Last 41 games, David Peterson averaging 6 in the third innings per start. Rest of the starters, 4.3. And that'll be played on a hop. This team, man, this team does not play with any kind of urgency, man. They're like, oh, we have the division lead. We can lose a couple games. Yeah, after a 7-game win streak, almost an 8-game, they fall apart. Yep. I mean, the Mets, I don't know. Coming into today, they have a half game lead over the Phillies. Once again, if Caps is still here, the Mets can't play good baseball when they're in first place. They have to be behind. And chops foul 0-2. Jonathan Himes says, "What's up, everyone? Philly's still in a rain delay, so I'm gonna chill here with you all." Welcome back in, Jonathan. We'll make it up in late September. Fouled off, still 0-2. Holmes had a chance to get out of this at like 50 pitches. And he's at 66 now and can't get out of it. Fouled off. Celia says, "This is how I feel about the Yankees. They had an 8-game lead in early June. Now the Blue Jays are leading by 4 games. It's pathetic." In a ground ball. Nice play. Mauricio fires across. That'll get him. That'll end the inning, but the Padres put up another 2 spot. We go to the 4th. 4-0. Manny Cool says, "I'm a diehard Mets fan. When players are away, they need to not stay up late." I feel like you don't know if that's what's going on. Unless you have proof, show it. To be honest, as a Phillies fan, I kind of want you all to win the division. Phillies seem to play better from the wild card. Yes, ever since they've gone to this format, whoever wins the National League East does not advance. I think that's wrong. I mean, the Braves the 1 year, but Charles says, "Your support and contributions on the PAS network are greatly appreciated, including the silent listeners and viewers. You are valued indeed." See if the Mets could chip away here with Vientos, Lindor, and Alonso coming up. I don't remember a season where we just ran away with the division. 86, right? I could be wrong. I don't remember. Well, we won it in 2015, but they didn't clinch until late September, right? I know they beat Cincinnati to clinch the division. '88, yeah, maybe '88, even though they lost to the Dodgers in the playoffs. Maybe the time off really does hurt. No, because they swept San Francisco, and there were no days off when they went to San Diego. In for a strike, 0-1. Raymond says, "Need runs here? Let's do something." Deal 1. Popped foul, 0-2. I swung on a missed, 1 away. Another trade. The Mariners get a lefty from the Pirates. Here's Lindor. In for a strike, 0-1. Ron's here. What's up, Ron? Swung on a miss, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Struggling. The Mets suck right now. Over the last 16 innings, the Mets have scored 2 runs. The 2-2. And that hit out to center. And that'll be caught by Merrill, 2 away. The first pitch to Pete. Outside, 1-0. Career starts versus the Mets, a 6-1 record. And Pete pops one up. Merrill will make the catch in right center. The Mets go 1-2-3. We go bottom 4. 4-0. Coming up for the Padres, it'll be Machado, Merrill, and Bogarts. Looking to increase their 4-0 lead. Come back over to the chat here. Frank says the Mets need some focus. How am I doing? I'm pissed off. Just traded one of my favorite prospects in an overpay. Thank you, Gina. Appreciate you watching. I know your phone Smashed. First pitch swinging, chopper to short. Lindor's got it. Fires across, 1 away. Bam says, we'll see, but I think you guys just priced the Phillies out of the high-end reliever market. Well, I think we just did that to the Mariners, too. Because the Mariners were trying to get Duran. And they got somebody from Pittsburgh instead. Gilbert should have stayed, yep. The Phillies are not trading Painter. I don't think the Phillies will trade Painter. Pop. Foul, 1-1. No, trading Buto's not a steep price. Buto's trash. Drew Gilbert was the overpay, not Buto. Jason says 3 for 1 is too much for 34-year-old pitcher. I always liked Gilbert. The 1-1 fouled off, 1-2. What do you mean? Why is Wheeler retiring after 27? Up high, 2-2. You don't hope the Phillies don't trade Crawford either. Dombrowski's aggressive though, even though we haven't seen it here. Not bring up a sore topic. What were the trades? And he wants to retire after his contract? Gotcha. The Mets traded Jose Buto, Drew Gilbert, and Blade Tidwell for Tyler Rogers. Swung on a miss, struck him out. So once again, the first 2 out. And a ground ball single. And once again, we can't get a 1-2-3 inning. 8 hits already for the Padres. I don't think the Mets have 8 hits in the series. Up high, 1-0. Bednar's still available, as is Duran. Those are the Phillies' 2 reliever targets. Inside, 2-0. No one has really gotten those high-end level relievers yet. Wonder if teams will just settle for mid relievers so they don't have to give up much. And that's it. He hits the batter. He hits Cronenworth with the pitch, and here comes Mendoza. He doesn't even say anything to him. Go get me a pitcher, damn it. This guy Clay Holmes' project is over. Over the last 41 games, once again, the Mets starters averaging less than 5 innings per start. So we're getting a little timeout here as we wait for the pitching change. The Pirates reliever Caleb Ferguson goes to the Seattle Mariners. For pitching prospect Jeter Martinez. Let's look here, see what they're saying about Gilbert. Gilbert is older than PCA and hasn't debuted yet. Reed Garrett will come in here. In for a strikeout and one to Iglesias. Once again, the last 3 innings for Holmes. Got the first 2 batters out of every inning. In the second, gave up 2 runs. In the third, gave up 2 runs, and now 2 runners on here. And a chopper back to the pitcher. We'll flip it to Alonso, and that'll end the inning. It's still 4-0 as we head to the 5th inning. Rory's here. Yeah, stop with the nonsense stats. Not in the mood for that. Has nothing to do with who's announcing a ball game on how the team's playing on the field. Alright, here we go to the 5th. It'll be McNeil, Alvarez, and Mauricio for the Mets. No, it's not a good time to call up McLean. Who only got 3 hours of sleep? Some context, please. Neil Alvarez. Yeah, Frank says, okay, joke's over. LFGM. Yu Darvish has retired 11 in a row here. Ever since the first inning single by Vientos. Down low, 1-0. Come off a good series, winning streak to play like nothing. The 1-0. And McNeil skies one out to center. Merrill's there. One away. 12 in a row. You all need to do some research besides what the pitcher stats are this year. Yu Darvish, no matter what his record has been any year, has a 6-1 lifetime record with a 3.00 ERA against the Mets. I knew today was going to be tough. Check swing foul, 0-2. DO2. Swung on a miss, struck him out, 2 away. Getting swept by the Padres, that's awful. Why? Padres are a playoff team right now. Mauricio lines one a base hit in the right. A 2-out single here. That'll bring up Beatty. No, not the casual fans, Bam. Oh, he's got a 9 ERA. The Mets are going to score a ton of runs today. No fight these last 2 games. Agreed. I fell asleep, he said. First pitch to Beatty. Down low, 1-0. The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Jason says Padres have beaten us a lot at home, but they still have to play us at Citi Field. It will be a different result. The 2-1 and a weak ground to the first. Ariza's got it. Touches the bag. We're halfway through. It's 4-0. 4-0 Padres. First game wasn't competitive. The Mets had a 5-1 lead and blew it away. Any real good trades? I like the 2 trades the Mets have made so far. With the player they've gotten in return. I don't necessarily like the package they gave up in this second one. But the Mets offense has got to get going here. My goodness. Phillies and White Sox, I believe, are just getting underway. Pirates and Giants tied at 1 in the 7th. All their games are later on. The Blue Jays beat the Orioles 9-8. Tigers beat the D-backs 7-2. Red Sox beat the Twins 13-1. Royals beat the Braves 1-0. Cubs beat the Brewers 10-3. And the Astros beat the Nats 9-1. Didn't it start? I got an alert saying the Philly streamer went live. Game starts at 5:45. Thank you, Bam. 5:45. So you got about 12 minutes yet. Much respect to Mr. John and his play calling. In for a strike, 0-1. Garrett still on the mound here. Inside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. I don't know how I do it with some of the comments I get in here either. If you're not happy, go do something else, dude. Go touch some grass. Fouled out off, 2-2. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. And popped up out to the left. It'll go foul. James says this team gets hot and then lets us down. Yep. No, the Philly. There's a walk. The Phillies will be a half game ahead. So leadoff walk to Sheets will bring up Maldonado. Ham. We'll see you Friday night, bud. We'll see you Friday, Ham. Go out, get some fresh air. Bam says, I expect a dogfight for the division right up until the end of the season. Yeah. Neither team likes having first place, do they, Bam? You guys will get a couple game lead. We come back, take the lead back. We get a couple game lead. You guys can take the lead back. Injury delay for Alvarez here. He took that foul ball off the side of his head. Yeah, the offense and lack of length from starters. That's what's. You have first place. No, you take it. Tell you one thing, Alvarez needs a haircut. So far, 5 new subscribers today. Welcome into the new subscribers. And now you're gone again. See you, Han. We'll see you Friday night for the Giants series. Charles says to smash them free subs and hit that like button. Pitch is low. Stolen base here. Charles says discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Chopped foul. 2-2. Padres get up for this series. Mets are sleepwalking. But every series, every time we play these guys, it's that way. Yeah, and people complaining, oh, how can the Mets lose to the Padres? Well, the Padres are only 4 games out of first place, so they're not that bad. Runner on second here. What is the delay here? And now Garrett steps off. No effort whatsoever, says William. Called strike 3, got him looking. 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup here. Tatis, 1 for 2. Ground out, hit by a pitch and scored a run and singled. Mauricio and Mentos, the only ones with hits. We can't trade the only ones performing now, can we? Doesn't matter. Until Chavez is gone, nothing's changing anyway. Up and in, 1-1. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. In for a strike, 2-2. The 2-2. Garrett deals. Swung on a miss, struck him out. 2 away. That'll bring up a rise. He's 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a ground out. If Chavez coached Ruth, he wouldn't have hit as many home runs. Guy can turn gold into crap. In for a strike, 0-1. And a ground ball to Beatty. He's got it over to Alonso. That'll retire the side. We go to the 6th inning. Still 4-0 Padres. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Mets coming up. It'll be Taylor, Nimmo, and Vientos. Let's come over and take a look. Bright light. Yes, Phillies and White Sox are just getting underway here. Pirates and Giants tied up at 1, going bottom 8. Rockies Guardians at 6:40. Rays Yankees at 7:05. Dodgers Reds at 7:10. Marlins Cardinals at 7:45. Rangers Angels at 9:40. And Mariners and A's at 10:05. Finals, the Blue Jays beat the Orioles 9-8. Tigers beat the Diamondbacks 7-2. Red Sox beat the Twins 13-1. Royals beat the Braves 1-0 in 10. Cubs beat the Brewers 10-3, and the Astros beat the Nationals 9-1. We definitely need another bat. Boston ain't training Dan, so the best between Quan or Lowe, maybe both. Yeah, sign me up. Charles's birthday's tomorrow. Let's go. And first pitch swinging, popped up. Foul territory. Machado will make the catch. 1 away. Tomorrow. Preseason football tomorrow night, Frank. The Mets are off tomorrow, so we're going preseason football action. So I'm doing it just to set up the new layout for football. Yeah, we picked up Tyler Rogers from San Francisco. Depending on what happens, maybe we'll get some special guests to come on tomorrow. I'm still here, guys. And a ground ball to first. Ariza's got it. 2 away. That'll bring up Vientos. I could take it freezing up for a little bit, as long as it doesn't crash like it used to. With the first pitch. Outside, 0-1. Or outside corner, excuse me. Charles says, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, that's why it's called the present. Enjoy it to the fullest. In for a strike, 0-2. Oh, that was called a ball. It's 1-1. That one's a strike. 1-2. And swung on and missed. Darvish through 6 innings only has like 65 pitches. He's going to pitch a complete game shutout. When they go into these funks, they look very far from a playoff team. Agreed. And if they sit still and do nothing on offense, they won't advance this year in the playoffs. Right now, this team is good enough to make it to the playoffs, not good enough to win a series. A, don't have the pitching, and B, don't have the hitting. But yeah, no Met game tomorrow night, so we'll be live for some NFL coverage. Are the Mets afraid of the Padres or something? Holy, what's up, Fitzy? Congrats to Fitzy's Red Sox today with the big win. Fitzy, did you do the game today? Pete will break the record this year. Come on. Oh, Francisco Alvarez is coming out of this game after taking that ball off the side of his head. Stanek will come in and pitch now. Torrens is in. There's a strike, 0-1. Oh, he didn't. He was moving furniture around. Pivot. Swung on the mask, 0-2. Three-hour and 35-minute rain delay there for the Phillies and White Sox. Outside, 1-2. Yes, the Mets made a trade, Fitzy. They overpaid for a relief pitcher. And a ground ball down to Mauricio. Fires across, one away. That'll bring up Merrill. He's 0 for 3. I think the only person in the lineup that has not been on base today. Yep. Inside, 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. So y'all gonna be sad? No more late night games for the rest of the year? I'm ready to crash out now. The 1-1. And now Torrens gets hit. 1-2 to count. Fitzy says, what? No more late night games? I'm sad. No, now I say that, and we'll get a 3-hour rain delay one of these games that are supposed to start at 7. And that one driven out to center. Taylor's there, though. 2 away. Two out, nobody on here. Outside, 1-0. The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Or we'll have an 18-inning game, right? Swung on a miss, 2-2 here. Wasn't it just 2 seasons ago we thought Buto and Nunez were bullpen pitchers? Buto sucked. I had no problem with Buto being traded. Fouled off, still 2-2. Patrick says Gilbert needed to be protected in the Rule 5 draft after this season. He wouldn't have made this roster anyway. Yeah, I've not the Rule 5 thing, but yeah. And how do you pronounce the other guy's name? Called strike 3, got him looking. The first 1-2-3 inning for Met pitching. It's one of the Panic Boys. We go to the 7th, still 4-0. What are the Mets doing right now? What do you mean, what are they doing? They're losing to a team that's better than they are. Afternoon all? I almost forgot what a 1-2-3 inning was, right? Just because the Mets, record-wise, have a better record than the Padres right now, doesn't mean the Mets are a better baseball team. And the Padres are showing that. So, this should show the Mets, hey, we're going to have to change some things up here if we want to compete with these clubs. For the Mets, it'll be Lindor and Lonzo and McNeil coming up. Nobody likes the Padres in New York. Okay. What does that have to do with anything? What's a 1-2-3 inning? I've never heard of that. Yes, you have. You have Crochet that pitches every 5 days. What are you talking about? Come on, bats, come alive. Charles says the PAS network is the place to be. Nobody likes the Padres in New York. I'm not. And then he laughs. Your comment made no sense. He says, oh, a crochet inning. I know what those are. Darvish starts the inning at 67 pitches. In for a strike, 0-1. Two base runners today for the Mets. A first inning single and a 2-out single by Mauricio, excuse me. No sense like smiling after getting out. And a chopper. Arise has got it. We'll take it to the bag. One away. Joe Wirt says, I just logged on. Now I wish I hadn't. Now that's funny. In for a strike. No, called the ball to Pete. 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Now the Mets have officially tweeted it out that they got Tyler Rogers. The 1-1. In for a strike, 1-2. Pete 0 for his last 16. Up high, 2-2. And I believe 5 for his last 55, I think. The 2-2. And popped up. A rise in foul territory will make the catch. 2 away. No. Jimmy, you Darvish pitching like you Darvish pitches against the Mets. 6-1 lifetime record against the Mets. Why not? He's up to 75 pitches here. And for a strike, 0-1. That one lifted out to left. And we go bottom 7. Still 4-0 Padres. It'll be Cronenworth, Iglesias, and Johnson coming up. Oh, sorry. Hold on, guys. Up to 60 likes on today's stream. Take that. Break the shutout at least. Oh, I didn't see this DN. Thank you. This should be Darvish's last inning. He goes maybe 85 pitches. Today they're still building up his stamina. I think he comes out for the next inning. Brooks Raley will be the new Met pitcher here. It will be Terrence here. Terrence will lead off the next inning. No idea if the Mariners are going to win later. Offense collapsed after the granny. Charles says if you believe it, you can achieve it. Popped foul, 0-2. Let's take a look at that Mariners game. They have Wu on the mound. He's 8-5 with a 2.91. Against Springs, 9-7 with a 4.13. I would have to say they're favored, but I don't know. Popped up. Lindor behind the second base bag will make the catch, one away. Robert P. says, let's get these 3 games behind us and go on another 7-game win streak. Sign me up. And a ground ball to Mauricio. He's got it. 2 away. I don't think they're interested in Mullins. Mullins to this team makes no sense. We already have that in Taylor. A guy that can steal bases and play center field. Michael says, yeah, Mariners are weird. They win difficult games and lose against bad teams. Don't 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Mets bullpen is the bright side today. That's about it. Yup. Outside, 2-2. Much needed day off tomorrow. For who? Oh, the Mets, yeah. I was going to say, I don't have a day off tomorrow. Fouled off, still 2-2. Work tomorrow, and then going to cover the NFL preseason action. I got to start setting up the streams for Friday. Mets back home for San Francisco. Foul tipped at the plate, still 2-2. It'll be interesting to see now that Gilbert has been traded to San Francisco if they call him up. It'll be Friday night Peterson, Saturday Senga, and Montas on Sunday. Inside, 3-2. Robert says NFL is back. Let's go Giants. That's almost me saying let's go Jets. Down low, ball 4. Giants are going to be trash this year. Jets are going to be bad too, so I'm not. Down low, 1-0. It's the NFL preseason Hall of Fame game. It's the Lions and Chargers. I'm just pretty much doing it just so I can work on the new NFL layout live. I think I have it set. I'm just hoping the Giants win at least 2. You sound like me. I just want the Jets to be competitive in football games. I know they're gonna popped up foul territory. Oh no, that's in fair territory. Lindor will make the catch. That'll retire the side. We go to the 8th. Still 4-0 Padres. But looking at the schedule, it might be my last day off from streaming until baseball's over. See if the Mets can get anything going here. Less than 24 hours now left in the MLB trading deadline. Come back over to the chat here. Are the Seahawks doing good this year? No idea. Jets over under 7 wins. I'm still going under. I think they'll be more competitive in football games. I don't think they'll win more football games. Yeah, I agree, Armin. I agree with Jets under 7. As a Jets fan, I agree with that. How about you, Fitzy? Fitzy's a Patriots fan, going over under 8 wins. I like what the Patriots are doing up there. Jimmy said, "I'm just hoping my Bears go 8-9 or 9-8. Just improve. Schedule's very tough. Mets will be home for 3 against San Francisco, 3 against Cleveland." Oh, Fitzy saying they get 7 as well. In for a strike, 0-1 to Terrence. Oh, new pitcher here. So somebody, I forget who was in the chat, said Darvish was done. D-O-1. And popped foul, 0-2. Five new subscribers. Yo, Rising Rhino is here. Speaking of NFL, I know Rising Rhino will be doing the NFL tomorrow. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's got the CFL action going on as well. So, Rhino, which game you got tomorrow night? Roll that beautiful bean footage. Foul down the left field side. Still 0-2. Rhino, did you know Barks has got bite? Did you know that? Vrabel should be 1,000 times better than Mayo. Oh, he's got the CFL Thursday night. He's not doing the NFL preseason. On the outside corner, strike 3. 1 away. Over 18 wins, Raiders, and a Lombardi trophy. And Madden 2026 is underway. Barks has got bite. You don't know the Barks commercial? You got the bean footage commercial, but you don't have the Barks commercial. Oh. And chopped foul, 1-1. If the Chiefs win again, I'll stop watching the NFL. No, you won't. Oh, maybe I need to learn something then. Maybe I should pay more attention to what I'm talking about. Charles says, "It's so great to have you all joining us today on the PAS network, including the silent listeners and viewers." Swung on a missed, 1-2. DJ Jimmy going with the Super Bowl pick of the Bills in Philly. No and no. Outside, 2-2. Yeah, we all say that, right? Almost at 7K. Make sure you sub it up and have PAS reach new heights. PAS reach new heights. Smoke another one. Popped up. Shallow center. Iglesias is there. 2 away. You could be wrong. I think that'd be a good Super Bowl matchup. Jets Giants Super Bowl, best Super Bowl of all time. They're cheaters. They're cheating. They're not my team, and I don't root for them, so they cheat. Michael R., when you eat potato chips and you dip them in dip, do you double dip? And for a strike 101. Daryl brought. First off, welcome in, Daryl. We need a big trade for some bats, or it's a wrap. You dip it, you dip. No, no. You take a chip, you dip it, you eat it, and end it. The 2-1. Fouled off 2-2. My football team have cheated. Teams. You got Spygate, you got Deflategate, Hoodiegate. Up high, 3-2. Dips, bites, and goes to dip again. And Beatty fouls it off, still 3-2. Oh, forgot about Michigan. Yes, you're right. I was just thinking NFL. But you did say football. The 3-2. It's called strike 3. We go bottom 8, still 4-0 Padres. Still beat Ohio State though. Top of the lineup here for the Padres: Tatis Jr., Arise, and Machado. Oh, why does that keep doing that? Four to four after 8.5. What say you? No. Just don't swing the bat. Great job. I mean, that's all we could do is laugh now, right? I mean, that's all we can do is laugh. It's funny, Padres win 5 in a row, and they usually come back and lose 4 in a row. So we shouldn't be too worried about them. We should be worried about them. They beat us every year. It's so bad, it's funny. Swing the bat, says Fitzy. Rico Garcia. In a Met uniform, Rico Garcia is great. Outside, 2-0, excuse me. Suarez, the closer for the Padres, getting warmed up. The 2-0. Outside 3-0. DJ Jimmy says, bold prediction, Mets win 5-4. We finally wake up in the ninth. Pie, ball 4. Oh, that's not good. Charles says, whether you are actively chatting or enjoying the stream quietly, you make the PAS network what it is. Feel free to join in the chat at any time, respectfully. In for a strike, 0-1. Rosenthal just tweeted that the Phillies are close to a trade for Duran. And that one smacked into right field. Tatis will go first to third. Well, the Phillies need a closer, right? First and third here. The Mets will bring the infield in. Nobody out. Popped foul, 0-1. Sox have barely made any moves right now. What do they need, Fitzy? Pop foul, 0-2. Michael says, I wonder if the Yankees will win tonight. Swung on a miss at a ball in the dirt. The runner goes down to second. So runners on second and third with one out. A first baseman, a starter, and a bullpen arm. They were in on Joe Ryan, but apparently that's not happening, he says. And Fitzy said a first baseman, starter, and a bullpen arm. Well, bullpen arms are going to cost you something of quality, so. Thanks to the Mets for overpaying for Rogers. Goodness. Michael. See you Friday night, bud. My goodness, dude. Wants to talk about everything. Not related to either of these two teams. And skied out to center. Taylor will make the catch. 2 away. A run will score. It's 5-0. They don't desperately need one, but it would be upgraded because our pen's been used quite a bit. Swung on a missed 0-1. Back to Mets coverage on Friday night against the Giants. Friday at 7, Saturday at 4, Sunday at 1. Might be 1:30 on Sunday. Mets home for 6 against San Francisco and Cleveland. 0-2 as that one's fouled off. DO2. Swung on a missed. That'll end the inning, but the Giants had a run. It's 5. Or, yeah, Giants. The Padres had a run. It's 5-0. 9-1-2 for the Mets coming up. Rico Garcia has been a good arm. Yes, Rico Garcia has been really good for the Mets. His only bad outing this year was when the Mets DFA'd him. He signed with the Yankees, and he got rocked. They DFA'd him, and the Mets picked him right back up. Wonder who's going to be live here. Wonder who's going to be live as we go to the ninth here. See if we can redirect everybody over to somewhere. Talking Mets with Rob is live. Fitzy doing a game tomorrow. Yankees and Rays. What? Yeah, if he's still live when we're done, we'll redirect everybody over to Talking Mets with Rob. They are going to go with their closer here. Suarez. I like the Rogers move. I think the Mets gave up too much, but I like getting that. I like getting him. Who's a former Nat? Gotcha. Stream's just a game to see how the Yanks do and to see what trades go down. Gotcha. PAS, since we traded Buto, let's see how he does in the second half with his new team. Yeah, Buto's not my issue in the trade. Gilbert was my issue with the trade. The 1-1. Up high, 2-1. The 2-1. In for a strike, 2-2. Oh, Rico Garcia is a former Nat. Thank you, District. The 2-2. And a ground ball to short. Iglesias has got it. One away. The Phillies are finalizing a deal to acquire Duran from Minnesota for 2 top prospects. Well, the Mets started the trend with the overpay. Let's see if Painter's part of the Nimmo will line a base hit to center. That'll go all the way to the wall. He'll pull in the second with a one-out double. See if Painter's part of that trade deal. The Phillies didn't want to do it. That's a Dave Dombrowski type move. And they needed a closer bad. That definitely put, to me, if that trade gets finalized, that definitely puts the Phillies in the division lead for me, depending on what the Mets do. In for a strike, going, outside, 1-0. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it. Charles, enjoy your birthday tomorrow. The 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. Charles, if you weren't here earlier, Charles announced that it's his birthday tomorrow. Celebrating his 108th birthday. Congrats, Charles. The 1-1 up high, 2-1. Nats have made 2 trades. Both times getting prospects for washed up bets. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Did 2-2. Swung on a miss, 2 away. And the Mets are down to their final out. Painter is not in the trade. Wow. Abel and wow. It makes sense for the Phillies, right? And that's pretty close. That's a much closer deal in value than what the Mets gave up. So that's a nice deal for the Phillies. Oh, and 1 here to Lindor. Foul tipped at the plate. 0-2. Mets are down to their final strike. Thanks, John and all. Until the next game. And a grounder to short. Iglesias has got it over to first, and the ball game is over. So the Mets win the 3 in San Francisco, lose the 3 in San Diego. They'll be home Friday night. I mean, once again, no offense. After scoring 5 runs through the first 5 innings of this series, they scored 2 the rest of the way. So 2 runs in the last 23 innings. So good stuff, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you for the 5 new subscribers. Baseball coverage will be back on Friday night. If you want to hang out for some football preseason action, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be live tomorrow night. And we'll see everybody then. It's going to ask you if you want to redirect. If you're a Mets fan, go over to Rob's channel. Talk a little bit about the trade that happened. What else the Mets should do. And we'll see you next time.